Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below. So students, we have started a new initiative that is of handwritten notes. It is helpful to understand the news daily, time saving and very useful for your revision. We aims to cover 15 questions via handwritten notes in upcoming bank exams. These handwritten notes are available on daily current affairs content PDF at our mobile application and website careerscloud.in. Only our Crack Current Affairs subscribers will be able to access these handwritten notes. A sample PDF of the handwritten notes will be available in the description. I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the topic international affairs for March month. The session will be quite interesting and important, students, so stay tuned with us till the end. Also students, do watch our daily current affairs video that we upload at 5 a.m. in the morning. These videos are very beneficial for competitive exams as they will help you to prepare for multiple topics that are taking place on daily basis. Let's start. First question is, pick out the correct statement regarding the 30th Global Mobile Awards during the Mobile World Congress 25 held at Barcelona, Spain from 3rd to 6th of March 2025. We have to find the correct statement, right? We have to find the correct statement among ABC. So among the following, option B and C are right. A is wrong. A is saying that Apple won the 2 Glomo Awards, that is Smartphone of the Year Award and the Breakthrough Device Innovation Award. Is it correct? No, it is not Apple but Google that has won this award. So now all the options are rightly mentioned. Next, which of the following countries did not participate in the Sea Dragon multilateral naval exercise held from 14th to 19th of March? So among the following, France did not take part in this exercise. Rest all exercises took part or countries took part. Next, mention the Indian state that won the 2 awards at the Pacific Area Travel Writers Association International Awards during the ITB Berlin 2025 held in Germany in March 2025. So, which is that Indian state that won the 2 global awards here or 2 awards here at the Patwa International Awards? It is Goa that has won the 2 awards, right? Take a note of it. Next is mention the organization that launched the iClimate Action Project in Geneva, Switzerland in collaboration with Global Climate Observing System, the Group on Earth Observation and the European Commission. So which is that organization? It is WMO, World Meteorological Organization. And here remember, this initiative is backed by the Horizon Europe Work Program, which aims to address critical gaps in the Earth's observation and enhance the global climate resilience. Next, name the 12th edition of the India-Kyrgyzstan joint military exercise that was commenced in Kyrgyzstan in March 2025. Exercise is Khanjar 12th. This is the 12th edition of the Khanjar exercise. And Indian Army took part in this exercise. Next, the 6th edition of the Coordinated Patrol, that is CORPAT, and 4th edition of the bilateral naval exercise Bongo Sagar was held in Bay of Bengal, jointly conducted by India and which country? By India and Bangladesh together. In this, from Indian side, INS Ranveer took part. Next, in March, the Administrative Staff College of India partnered with National School of Government of which country to enhance governance, capacity building and public sector performance? It is South Africa. Next, where was the 7th edition of the joint naval exercise Maritime Security Belt jointly conducted by Iran, Russia and China in March 2025? It is Gulf of Oman. Next, in March, 6 Indian sites were added to UNESCO's tentative list of World Heritage Site. Which of the following site was not among those included? So among the following, it is Valley of Flowers National Park, that is in Uttarakhand. This was not added. Rest all 4 of them were added here to the tentative list. Next, which country's navy is jointly conducting the 23rd edition of Varuna bilateral naval exercise with Indian Navy from 19 to 22nd of March in the Arabian Sea? So which country is this? It is France. Next, in March, the 19th edition of Singapore Maritime Week 25 was held at the Suntec Singapore Convention and Exhibition Center, where India and Singapore has signed a letter of intent to collaborate on dash focusing on maritime sustainability and digitization. So it was signed collaboration on a green and digital shipping. That means we should enhance the sustainable development goals adoption in the maritime sector, right? Green fuels should be used, and also focus should be on digitization in the export and import and the trade sector. Next, which country recently became the 11th member of the new development bank to enhance its access to funding for infrastructure projects and national development program? So which country became the 11th member of the new development bank? It is Indonesia. Next, name the organization that released the first green status assessment for the lion. That is, scientific name of lion tiger is your Panthera leo, right? And for tiger it is Panthera tigris. Correct. So coming back, this was the first green status assessment describing the species as a largely depleted while retaining its status as vulnerable on the red list of IUCN. So which is that organization that released this data and which is that organization that releases this red list? It is IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature. So that's all for the day for international affairs students. Now let's move to some revision part which are quite important for learning. Mention the organization that collaborated with the Cotton Association of India in April to boost bilateral cotton trade and enhance the cooperation in cotton production, trade trends, pricing and market insights. So which is that organization? It is Australian Cotton Shippers Association, right? So remember, Mumbai, Maharashtra based Cotton Association of India and Australian based Australian Cotton Shippers Association, they signed an MOU where they will be working on enhancing the bilateral trade in cotton between these two countries. Cotton is grown on the black soil, that is also known as the Ragur soil. Next, which of the following airport is not in the list of the top 5 airports announced at the Skytrax World Airport Awards 2025 held in Mumbai, in Madrid, Spain? So which of the following airport is not among the top 5? It is Hong Kong International Airport is not among the top 5. Singapore's Changi Airport secured the first position in this index. Take a note of this. Next, Union Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Shivraj Singh Chauhan headed India's delegation to the 2025 Agriculture Ministers Meet of Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, that is BIMSTEC. This meeting was held where? It was held in Nepal, right? Take a note of this. Moving on, next, which country became the first African nation and the fourth country globally to sign a country partnership framework with International Solar Alliance in Nepal? And this is the fourth country. Before this, which are those? It is your Bangladesh, Bhutan and Cuba, and now it is Mauritius that became the fourth country and the first African nation to sign the country partnership framework with International Solar Alliance. Next, in April, which country signed the Artemis Accord, that is a set of the non-binding agreements established by NASA to cooperate or basically to cooperative civil exploration of the outer space? What is this Artemis Accord? Artemis Accord states that space should be explored peacefully by all the nations, right? So this is for peaceful exploration of space. So which country recently signed the Artemis Accord? It was signed by Bangladesh. Next, who is the chairperson of a 6-member high-level committee constituted by SEBI in April to review the provisions for officials to disclose any conflicts of interest? So who is the chairperson here? Pratyush Sinha. He is the chairperson of the 6-member high-level committee, right? And it was instituted or it was established by SEBI, correct? And it is for officials so that they disclose any conflicts of interest. They will be submitting their report within the 3 months of the constitution of this committee. Next, General Khamti Sifadon, the president of Daesh, passed away at the age of 102. So he was the president of Lao People's Democratic Republic who recently passed away. Next, which state or union territory inaugurated the Apricot Blossom Festival on 10th of April with the aim of promoting tourism and cultural heritage? So, which is that state, which is the state or union territory that recently inaugurated this Apricot Blossom Festival? It is Ladakh. Take a note of this. Next is the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting partnered with Maharashtra Film, Stage and Cultural Development Corporation Limited to establish India's first institute that is dedicated to animation, visual effects, gaming, comics and extended reality. So this name that institute that is said to be established at the Dadasaheb Phalke Film City in Goregaon, Mumbai. So what is the name of that institute? It is Indian Institute of Creative Technologies. Take a note of this, students. With the coming of AI, these creative things have become more advanced. Now a person can use these technologies and enhance their working on these technologies or on these creative side, right? Because making content has now become very easy, and if you know the right tools, you can scale it to very large portion. Next, the Ministry of Education announced a dash hike in the material cost under the Pradhan Mantri Poshan Shakti Nirman scheme, that is your Poshan scheme, that is also known as the midday meal scheme. So how much percent hike has been seen in the procurement of the materials such as your pulses, rice, lentils and so on? It is 9.5% hike has been seen here. Next, which country co-hosted the inaugural edition of IKMIS exercise with India in April 2025? So which country is it? It is Tanzania, and India co-hosted this IKMI exercise. Next, one more thing remember here, from Indian side it is INS Chennai and INS Kesari that took part in this exercise. This was a 6-day long exercise. Next, name the long-range glide bomb successfully tested by DRDO using the Sukhoi 30 Mark 1 fighter aircraft in April 2025. So name of this long-range glide bomb is Gaurav. Next, Padma awardee Kumudini Lakhia, who passed away in April, was a renowned she was a renowned Kathak dancer who recently passed away. She was honored with Padma Vibhushan in January 2025. Next is, when is the United Nations International Day of Human Space Flight observed annually to celebrate the beginning of space era for mankind and highlight the role of space science and technology in promoting the sustainable development goals? So UN International Day of Human Space Flight is observed on 12th of April, right? And since 2011 we are observing this. So first edition was observed in 2011. Next is, which company achieved a significant milestone by constructing the world's first 3D printed train station, assembling the entire station in under 6 hours, replacing a wooden facility dating back to 1948. So which company achieved this significant milestone by constructing the world's first 3D printed train station? It is West Japan Railway Company. Take a note of this, important. And it was Japan only, if you remember, they developed the world's first wooden satellite also. Can you name that satellite? It is a few months back question, but do name it, right? This is your homework. Moving on. Next, to which country hosted the 8th meeting of the Joint Committee on Asia-India Trade in Goods Agreement that concluded on 14th of April. So it is our country India that hosted the 8th meeting of the Joint Committee on Asian-India Trade in Goods Agreement. Next is, during the official 2-day visit of Italian Deputy Prime Minister Antonio Tajani to India from 11 to 12th of April, India and Italy, they signed a memorandum of understanding to strengthen the cooperation in which field? This was to strengthen the cooperation in the field of science and technology. Next, under the umbrella of the new scheme of petrochemicals, the scheme for setting up plastic parks is being implemented by Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers of Government of India. Question asked is this: how many such plastic parks have been approved across different states in India that will be established here, that will promote research and development? So a total of 10 such plastic parks has been approved here. Next, identify the organization that introduced a new category called Blue Category for industries based on essential environment services in April, with the aim of managing pollution caused by anthropogenic activities. So, which is that organization that introduced this new category? It is Central Pollution Control board. And this blue category will be provided to, or this certification will be provided to a industry for 2 years, and they will be monitoring that whether the pollution level is increasing or decreasing. If it is increasing, their certification will be revoked, and if they are not polluting and they are on a right track, then they will be continuing with this certification. With this certification, many investors, right, if the company is having the right certification here, this blue certification, this will enhance their funding also, right? That means more and more investors and VCs will be investing there based on this. Next, in April, Daniel Roy Gilchrist Nouba Azin was re-elected as the president of which country for a period of 4 years? So, elected by of Ecuador. Next, who has been elected as the new president of Gabon in April? Brice Clotaire Oligui Nguema was elected as the new president of Gabon. Next is mention the state where DRDO successfully conducted the field trial of the land version of vehicle mounted Mark 2A laser directed energy weapon. It is Andhra Pradesh, right? This is the state where DRDO, they successfully conducted the field trial of this land version of vehicle mounted Mark II laser directed energy weapon. Next, pop star Katy Perry, right? She was one of the five and one of the 6 women, total 6 women went into space recently, right? They used the New Shepard rocket. Name that company that took them into space. It is Blue Origin, right? And this New Shepard mission is also of Blue Origin only. Next, the Peruvian Nobel Prize winner Mario Vargas Llosa passed away at the age of 89 in Peru. He was awarded with the Nobel Prize in 2020. So he was honored with Nobel Prize in the field of literature in 2010, not 2020, in 2010, who recently passed away. Next, on the occasion of the World Quantum Day, observed on 14th of April, QNU Labs, a quantum cybersecurity startup that incubated at the IIT Madras, launched Dash, the world's first unique platform for seamless cryptography management across cloud, on-premise and hybrid environments. So it is to provide cybersecurity from attacks, because as the rise of AI happens, the cyber attacks will also be increasing, right? So question asked is that name that world's first unique platform that was launched. It was Q Shield, right? This was launched. This is a launched by QNU Labs, and this will help them basically help various other organizations from cyber security attacks, correct? So this will provide cyber security. Cryptography is a base of technique where you make sure that your data is safe, right? It is encrypted. Next, on 8th of April, which state was honored with two top awards from the Unique Identification Authority of India for its outstanding Aadhaar implementation efforts? Which is it? It is Meghalaya state that was honored with the 2 top awards for their from the UIDI for their Aadhaar implementation effort. That is the best performing state first, right? And second is the excellence in the verification of adult Aadhaar enrollment. So with 2 of these awards they were awarded, Meghalaya state was awarded.